Brad Stevens revealed his master plan for this offseason as he details he would like to re-sign all three of Jayson Tatum, Derrick White, and Sam Hauser back to this Celtics team as they push for banner 19. This is fantastic news to hear from the general manager, but will Wyc Grousbeck's pockets be able to pay for this team, as we know they are already in the second apron and will be having to hand out more money? We'll be diving into all of that and more on this episode of Celtics Digest. I'm Bruce Velez. You guys have been absolutely fantastic hitting that like button. If you want to make sure you stay up to date with all the news revolving around this team, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We really do appreciate it. Without further ado, let's dive into the news at hand. Make sure to grab a snack. And like I said in the introduction, Brad Stevens' master's plan was revealed yesterday afternoon following the second end of the draft. As we all know, the Celtics selected Anton Watson. We broke a video down, Godfrey and I. So if you guys missed that, you guys can go check that out. But make sure to stay tuned to this one before you click out of that. But let's dive into the news at hand today. Looking at a tweet from Justin Turpin, we can see that Brad Stevens says, as far as I am trying to extend our guys, we'll have to have those guys get back on these extensions. He would like to make sure that these guys remain in Boston for as long as possible. We already have some details on those kind of extensions. For Jayson Tatum, we already know that he's going to be getting that 5-year, $315 million contract extension, and it would be dumb for Jayson Tatum to not sign that one. He will definitely be back with this squad. Derrick White, on the other hand, was a player that could have been extension eligible this offseason. The Celtics failed to do that, and after having another fantastic year and seeing all these other guards get extensions, it's going to be tough to see if Derrick White does come back. But if we look at this article from Celtics blog, courtesy of Sam LaFrance, we can see that Derrick White can earn up to a 4-year, $127 million extension this summer, including incentives. League sources say the Celtics are strongly interested in a deal with him and would likely need to offer every cent of that to get it done, and I would 100% be doing that as well. When it looks at Sam Hauser, we see this tweet from Bobby Kravitsky that deadlines the Celtics to decide what on Sam Hauser's contract is tomorrow. He has a 2.1 team option, and one route they can go is to take it and decline it and reach an extension with him as a restricted free agent. From looking at this article of Keith Smith, NBA, courtesy of Spot we can see that the Celtics have three options that they can do with Sam Hauser's team option. They can either A, pick it up and automatically sign him to that $2.1 million, but that would make him an unrestricted free agent next year. They can either decline his option, which would make him automatically enter restricted free agency, or they can decline that option, already having an extension basically put in place, and get him on a cheaper deal. Ultimately, something similar to what Peyton Pritchard did last offseason, and that's the route that I think is the smartest for the Boston Celtics. Now, obviously, when looking at these players and talking about these players, we got to know how much are they worth for these contract extensions. So that gets into our next part, looking at the stats of these players. Obviously, Tatum was a dynamic force in bringing this championship home to Boston. The star, one of the stars of the show, 27 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists on 1 steal per game, 47% from the field, and 38% from three-point range. When looking at Derrick White, he was truly that diamond in the rough that really blossomed with this squad. A lot of people thought he was just a role player, but he turned out to be that star with this Celtics team. 15 points, 4.2 rebounds, 5.2 assists, averaging well over a block and a steal per game, while shooting 46% from the field and 40% from three, while hitting 42% of his corner threes. That is something you love to see out of Derrick White. And then looking at Sam Hauser, obviously 9 points per game, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 44% from the field, and 43% from three-point range. Sammy, the sniper, as we all know, is well appreciated in Boston. But as we all know, guys, these guys are welcomed back. They want to be back, and the Celtics fans would love to have them back as well. But as we all know, when we look at this team and when we discuss this team, the second apron and those salary implications does kind of get in the way. That's why Derrick White isn't getting that lucrative contract that other of these young guards are getting due to the fact that the Celtics are straddled. And if Derrick White wants to remain in Boston and get that money, he may have to take a little bit of a pay cut to remain that. Now, obviously, he'd still get his well-deserved money. $32 million for Derrick White is still worth it. But on the open market in free agency, he could fetch a little bit more. Jayson Tatum obviously will 100% be back with Jaylen Brown. Kristaps Porziņģis, Jrue Holiday, both of them were extended last year, and obviously Al Horford and Peyton Pritchard returning as well. When it looks at Sam Hauser, he is probably the biggest question mark out of all of these three guys mentioned on this list. Kind of just as the Celtics drafted Baylor Shireman, he's obviously on a team option. He's well worth over $2.1 million. It's ultimately what does Sam feel his value could be worth in this league to what the Celtics want to hold him for and what their pockets can ultimately pay. Because ultimately, if they have to give him, 10, 15, even $18 million, the Celtics aren't going to be able to cut that. We're not a team that's going to be able to pay Sam that money. He'll have to go get that money somewhere else. Ultimately, I think that Sam will come back with this squad. He loves the city of Boston. He loves the teammates. He loves being in this city. And this is the city that gave him that opportunity. He was undrafted, worked his way up through the main Celtics, and now earned himself a roster spot and now a ring. He definitely got to pay homage to his home roots. But that kind of gets into the next part of what do you guys think and what do we think down below in the comment section. Drop down how you guys are feeling about this news, kind of what your overall thoughts are with obviously Jayson Tatum coming back, hopefully Derrick White coming back, and Sam Hauser coming back. Like I mentioned, we will have more of an update on Sam Hauser as his contract deadline is tomorrow. So the Celtics and you guys will all know the further details on what happens with Sam Hauser. And we'll have a video, detailing and breaking down all of that news as well. But this is just to confirm that Brad Stevens wants to bring all three of these guys back. He will do everything he can to bring all three of these guys back. And even though I do expect all three of them for sure to be back, I do expect at least Jayson Tatum and Derrick White to be happily negotiated on long-term extensions, and possibly even Sam Hauser if they can get him a contract extension similar to Peyton Pritchard's around that $7 to $9 million. I think that'd be totally worth it. He's a 3-and-D wing, play some solid defense, and then if it becomes a tradable contract in the future, the Celtics can exercise that option. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section, and that gets to the final part of the video, which is the comment of the day. Drop down your thoughts, drop down your feelings, how you guys feel about this Celtics team, and you could be featured on the comment of the day. But today's comment of the day goes to Lens Handcrafted Wood Designs 6033, saying, win now, draft an old player. If you're a real building, draft a project. And that's what I totally have to agree. This is on our video relating on Anton Watson, which if you guys missed, go check that out. Me and Godfrey did a little bit of a dive in on him, kind of explained some more of the Baylor Shireman pick. And Godfrey also today uploaded another video talking about Baylor Shireman and why the Celtics possibly bowed out of the Kyle Filipowski, running. So let me know what you guys think down below. If you guys missed those videos, go check them out. If you guys want to make sure you stay up to date on everything revolving around the Celtics team, this is the place for you. As you guys know, we have daily uploads, multiple uploads even sometimes on a day, just getting out Celtics news. If you want to make sure you stay up to date, want to make sure you stay on tap on everything with this team, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We have weekly live streams coming as well. We had it last Tuesday. I think we might switch them to Wednesdays, but Wednesdays nights we're going to have weekly live streams for you guys, breaking down this Celtics team, going over news and answering your guys' questions. So again, we want to stay tapped in on everything revolving around this team. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. We were at 4,000 subscribers right before the Celtics won the championship, and we're almost at 5,000 in almost like 10 days. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. The support has been unmatched, and I just can't believe you guys. So thank you guys so much once again. I'm Bruce Velez. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a great rest of your day, and go Boston Celtics.